You know, at the start of the day, I did suggest about doing winners interviews as well, and maybe we should do it. Sanctuary, Arosha, and Washout are going to be the 3 maps. I just need to get WiseMan into party, and then I need to get Distan. So, yeah, we're going to get into this game. And like I say, because this one is decides the 3rd place, we probably will ask them to come up for an interview.
Does it decide the 3rd place? Have they played the other games? Or is it potentially
It's
decide
potentially. Potentially.
Yeah, I would expect it will decide the 3rd place for this group.
All right, we are going to be doing. That's true. Yeah, I'm talking a lot, out my butt here. All right, the first match is going to be on Sanctuary, Kingdom Hearts 2. Great song. You know what? Kingdom Hearts fan? No, fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm not a Weebuck, so.
That's not. That's Disney. That's Disney. All right. And Final Fantasy. JRPG. Do you know what? I went to Disneyland Paris, and I was so disappointed there was nothing about Kingdom Hearts there. This is when I was like 15. I was so sad. I was like, what? How do they not have anything about Kingdom Hearts here? Good Square Enix, but I was like, it doesn't make sense. This is a pretty map. I like how this one looks. Don't know if I like how it plays, but we'll find out about that. We are in the party chat. Aloha, says WiseMan. Are you guys ready? Ooh, are you guys ready to rumble? Distan is ready. WiseMan is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, do you want to?
Yeah. Paul wants to step in. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to be going. Well, yeah, Timmy's going to change right now, but we'll start into. We're going to load up the. We're going to load up the thing, but yeah, we're going to have a quick cast to change out now.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you very much for casting with me.
Well then,
and,
good to see you. I'll see you again shortly.
Yeah, I know we didn't get any Happy Gilmore references.
We did not yet.
No,
we're waiting for the Protoss games for the good stuff, right?
Yeah,
we bring out
exactly.
the material on the Protoss games.
Nice,
so.
nice. All right, good stuff.
Right then.
All right, cheers for that, Timmy. Wait, is it both of you want to cast it? Yeah. Do you? Yeah. Okay.
If possible, can we try and pull as few players from?
Are we live right now? This is crazy shit. Wow, we subbed out mid-game.
Yeah, that's how advanced this casting is.
See, Home Story Cup, they'll have a game, and when the first game ends, they switch to a second game.
Yeah.
Every time we switch the casters,
the
in
game
the
goes.
same game.
But it's okay. Luckily, we are in the exciting variety part of the game.
Big time.
Yeah, so we are gonna have a lot of time. How is the weather in Catering?
I just went out for food. It's really hot. But in
Really
here
hot.
Yeah.
Yesterday you said it was fine. I thought it was freezing. So this is perfect, probably. Okay, we have
spawning in the top right, playing in the blue for the Red Dragons. It is Distan. I'm going to force you to do the caster thing.
Yeah, and in the bottom right, the Red Dragon, bottom left, the Red Dragon Zerg, in red, WiseMan.
There we
you
go.
know,
We
left
did
and
it.
right.
We
I haven't
did
learned them yet, I started when I was 8. When I was 8.
Yeah,
18.
I can see you've got written on your hands.
Yeah, I still have to check. That's Celsius. All right, so we're going to see Hatch first. Standard opening also from Distan. No CC first.
That's brave, I think, against WiseMan, right? He was famous for playing 13-12 in ZVT.
That's based. I used to do that too.
It's unhinged.
It's really bad.
Really bad.
But it's like, if you get good enough at it, you can kind of mind game it. It wasn't that bad. But yeah, I don't know if I would call it a good build now. That's a bit rough.
Anyway, we do feel bad for bumping Exo and as yours. But we really thought we were going to change casters. I want to do a ZVT. It might be the only chance. We've
Yeah,
not
there
got many
might-
Terrans here.
Yeah. I mean, there was a small. Yeah. I'm Exo Lightning. Yes,
Yeah,
exactly. That is indeed me. Lorimbo is the name.
What's your Twitter?
Don't put my tweet. Lorimbo 2, I think. Why do people always want the Twitter? Who uses that website?
That's how we're
Stop
paying you.
zooming on the pool. Isn't done yet.
We're
That's not-
paying you an exposure. It's all we can do.
Italian. That's good. That's perfect, actually. Thank you. Thank you. That's more than perfect.
Okay, Reaper's out.
Okay, Reaper is out. We're gonna see
This
an
looks exactly
expander.
like normal, no?
Yeah, I opened standard, which is surprising because I think even before like the new hot fix, 16B
The
or
hottest of
whatever, yeah, the
fixes,
hottest
yeah.
of fix. I think C first was already very good.
Mm.
But yeah, if you're saying that WiseMan is known for his aggressive play, well, in this patch, we'll see what he cooks up. I'm kind of curious actually to see. WiseMan is a nice lad. Always a lot of fun. Both of these guys are really nice.
Yeah.
A lot of fun to be
Alright,
around.
can I tell my Distan story?
What's the artist? Sorry.
I hadn't played for ages. I log in, I'm like playing a few games. Of course, I hit Distan in like my first game. I'm playing 17, 17, 18. So it's
Okay.
like Ling speed, but kind of eco.
Yeah.
And as soon as I run my like 16 Lings up the ramp, he lifts the racks. And I've just put the Lings like under the rack so he can't like switch his add-ons over. He just says, fuck's sake, GG, leaves. And I
Very
pinged him in
based,
the Discord server, but I didn't mean to BM. I was just like, that was unfortunate. It wasn't a real win. It was just unfortunate.
Yeah.
I still remember
Why
it.
did
I
you
still don't
ping
think he's
him?
over it.
That's cruel.
It
Actually.
was so funny.
Okay, this time we lose his Reaper here. Good defense by WiseMan. You know, for an aggressive play. Wait, I was about to say good macro, and then he's completely stopped
Yeah,
macroing.
a little bit, yeah.
Okay, we are holding larva.
Yeah, and I
No,
thought
okay,
it
he's
might be
drones,
Lings.
yeah.
Okay, it's drones now.
Yeah,
I think Distan thought it was Lings as well, because I think he didn't see much and thought like...
yeah, we all
most
thought
of
it was
units.
Link. This is a fake out so good it even fooled the casters. Yeah, Link speed finally finishes. So yeah, now WiseMan is gonna have a nice map control angle here, and because Distan is not feeling too confident, it probably can get away with quite a number of drones.
Mhm.
Does he know that this is not Alien? Because if you know, you can drone like forever here. You
Yeah,
know,
that's
this
true.
2-on-1.
It's 2-1-1 instead.
Actually, surprising build from this.
That's a classic though, and Distan's like an old school player, so...
Really? I thought it was a mech player.
No, definitely not.
It's a
That's slander,
simple,
complete
very
slander.
bait.
You
Slander,
went to the Gamer Richie school of stimming to win. Come on.
That's very good. That's very based.
But I don't know about 2-1-1. Like, obviously 2-1's absolutely classic, but like, I don't know how optimized it is for the current patch and like how clean the opening was.
I think in general, like these kind of builds are actually way stronger on the new patch. I don't know, like the optimization for it. That's the one.
Yeah.
I was actually watching a game of Mixu versus Cure. Cure wasn't playing 2-on-1, was playing 3 racks. Even worse build, arguably.
Yeah.
It was telling Mixu like, used to be able to stop at 48 workers, and that's what he tried to do in that game. You have to stop at 40 now. You have to cut that economy really, really hard against 3 racks. Now, against 2-on-1, you can get away with a bit more, but not that much more, especially if you're going for +1/+1 layer and bait nest.
Yeah.
So you didn't pull out of gas here.
Yeah, actually taking a second gas.
Yeah.
But not, you're taking the third, not 4. So I don't know if this is meters. Doesn't feel like meters to me. It's going to be Lings for a bit, I think.
I mean, it must be muted because otherwise taking this much gas is completely unhinged.
But wouldn't you want more gas for meters? You don't think?
On 40 workers, max 4.
Oh yeah, I didn't know he was only up 40.
Yeah, I think it's like either that. The other thing that could be is that there's some classic small mistakes that a lot of people make on the lower leagues, which is taking gas way too early.
Yeah.
It's very tempting to take gas as Zerg because it feels good, but it doesn't scale that well. So we're gonna see this drop. Distan decided to drop quite
It's really
far
far
away.
Which I found it really funny. Dropped like the wrong side of the slow zone. Maybe he was thinking that like if the Lings come through, they have to run through the slow zone. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe I'm not cooking. But
Yeah, I mean, let's see. This is not enough links. The Banes actually do absolutely nothing. Ooh, good micro here though by WiseMan, who gets an unlikely surround. This is a bit taken aback here. Maybe
Yeah,
didn't expect him to run at
he was
him,
too far into the creep. I think he just wanted to clean some of the creep up and wasn't expecting so many Lings to be there.
Yeah,
It's a lot of Lings, and WiseMan hasn't drawn that much behind.
yeah, but there's also +1/+1 with finishing. So if this time here overextends, he's risking a lot. These Lings can slaughter his army, even without the upgrades, let alone with.
Nice pick up though.
Yeah.
Pick up without the button removed.
Yeah, button removed. I mean, WiseMan here has a big upgrade in advantage.
Yeah.
I don't like his ego at all, though. If this time can just keep up, like, he doesn't need to do any more damage. This was plenty, honestly.
Yeah, and no fourth hatch. I
Yeah.
guess the hatches are kind of delayed compared to the old patch, but like, still, I think playing Ling Bane, you want a lot more hatches because you need that much more
Well,
production.
not with 48 workers and 3
Yeah,
gases.
well,
Once again, we run
that's
into
the
the
way.
problem. We are gonna. Oh, I really like this. Oh, this is such a cool build. It follows that with a Elbat second
Yeah,
push
yeah.
with +1 coming at the perfect time, I think. Well, mistimed it slightly, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah, it'll be along in 20 seconds, I guess.
Yeah.
Does need to be careful because he doesn't have it yet, and the splits are not great.
These are good enough. They are good enough, especially because now there are still 2 Elbats and 2 more
Yeah.
coming in. That means that those Lings are not gonna perform. But a +1/+1 is very good. It's really
Yeah.
doing the heavy lifting here.
Not bad though for either side, I think. Kind of even overall.
Well, I actually don't like this anymore for this. And WiseMan invested into 2-2, got to up to 53 workers, so managed to eco a bit. The upgrades difference is gonna start being really rough for
Yeah,
this. And
yeah.
he has,
Well, he has an armory, so he could start now +2.
I think he only has one Evo. One.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, see the
Yeah.
second. The
Yeah.
second.
NG
Actually,
Bay.
NG Bay, that's what it's called in English. It's coming. We're also seeing here like a third CC finally landing here for this, and he did get it behind, which is
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, he's had it for a while. They've not got super many workers to put on the base yet, but
Yeah, so
3
far so
CC not
good.
too bad.
I mean, you know, if he had droned, I think like WiseMan would be doing in a
Yeah.
fantastic position.
Think
man.
of like 60 workers. So.
Yeah, but no drones. I also like no further tech. You know, we're getting Hydra, so there's no infestation pin. So this +2/+2 is kind of where the tech 3 hands. It's a bit of a slump now.
Yeah.
He has to make something work. Like a +2/+2 attack could be lethal, honestly. When you are this, when you have this many units, this much advantage in terms of upgrade. So
I feel like the Bane hits haven't been that good for WiseMan so far. Feels kind of wasteful so far. They've mostly gone on the Hellbats, which is not a
Yeah.
bad trade for the Terran, right?
it's not fantastic for WiseMan, but he's been playing very light on Banes
On Banes,
actually,
yeah.
and he's getting fast upgrade. So I actually like it.
This is the first tank is on the way as well, so we've kind of been using the factory for the Hellbats, but that does put the tank count quite far back.
Yeah, I like the idea a lot, but kind of hit off time. His +1 wasn't done. Didn't like a bit of mistiming on that second attack, but the idea was kind of cool, honestly.
Yeah.
Distan pulling ahead in workers here is quite huge for him. As long as he
Yeah,
can
I mean,
stabilize
the income
this
is
game.
going to go his way as these mules start to
Like
come
if he just
through.
stabilizes, starts pumping out units, gets those up, like the moment this +2/+1 finishes, then WiseMan position is looking rough. He like if you go for such a fast +1/+1 +2/+2, you need to make it work. You need to do something on the map.
Yeah,
And so far, he doesn't seem to be doing that.
yeah. I do like the hive behind. I think it's important to get Adrenal coming through. He can't get much further than that, right? Because his eco just isn't there.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
I don't see ultras in the.
he has been mining a lot of gas,
in the future.
like overall, so that's how he can afford the Hydras and base. But his actual gas income is not that high. Just mine it for a long time.
Yeah.
So he definitely cannot afford the Adrenal +3/+3 and Ultras, for example.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure if he can afford +3/+3.
Yeah, I agree.
period. Kind of depends how Distan plays. The more the more heavily Distan starts trading, the more Banes WiseMan is forced to make.
This time's pickup's been looking pretty good so far, I have to say.
Yeah. I mean, this is a pretty hard position to defend for WiseMan. There is no creep and no bailings here.
Yeah.
There are some really nice trades here.
Yeah,
The
really
only
good
reason
stuff
why they're
this
not
time.
nice is because of the upgrades. But now we do have +2, finally.
This is bad though. Definitely needs to pick up and get out here.
Loses the tank, but I think gets even a good shot at the end. It gives
Yeah.
overall a fantastic trade
Yeah.
for our Terran player here.
Really nice. I think maybe doing something with this at the same time, because WiseMan, like, I'm not trying to flame, but it's kind of an F2 abuser. But
Wow, toxic.
am I wrong? Like, you
yeah,
know,
but like
everything went to
it's
the
only
south
5
and then everything went
Marines
to
and you are
the
down
north.
upgrades, so they don't do that much damage.
It's true. It's true.
So it's alright, I guess. It's like it's playing to his strength, which I appreciate. Okay, WiseMan deciding to go for Vipers here.
Yeah.
Not a bad choice, but can he, we will see like how will he work out? Can he how good is his control? Vipers are not easy to use,
Yeah.
especially when you're doing other stuff.
I guess he's worried about like a kind of tank push coming through. Losing that medevac's a bit unfortunate.
Yeah. He's finding himself a bit like in an awkward spot. Doesn't seem to know
Yeah.
how to proceed. in
Yeah,
this
exactly.
Game,
I don't think he knows what he wants to do necessarily. He is going to snipe the space at the top. That's really
yeah,
nice.
very nice actually.
And
Yeah.
he does obviously not have the fourth down now.
I mean, he doesn't need to do anything. He's completely chilling. But this half committed push are a bit weird, right?
Yeah.
Because you're just not 100% sure what's the plan here. Are we ecoing it up? He stopped at 60 workers for a long time, but took
Yeah.
a fourth. Are we gonna go to 80 workers? WiseMan deciding to go to 87 workers with this extra 10.
Yeah.
+3/+3 and Adrenal. Well,
Just
+3/+3 had to
switching
wait.
Back into mines instead of tanks.
I like that.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
I mean, if you see like such a fast dive, I think like the
Yeah. I mean, the Viper's already out, right? So
Yeah,
the tanks are kind of
surprisingly,
useless now. That
not
one
only
is.
are the Vipers out, but mines are also much better against Ultras,
Mhm.
against popular belief. So I completely support it. They're also cheaper. There's a lot of advantage in the way he's playing, and the cheaper gas means that he can go into Ghost now, for example.
Mhm.
The Reaper is
Yeah,
surely a
gas-
misclick.
Good start. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
8 more workers for WiseMan. Yeah, I was expecting the
90
aggressive
some?
play. My man is going 90 workers high Vipers. Kinda giga shot the behavior, honestly.
That is going to get cleaned up pretty
Yeah.
handily, in fact.
I also like the fact that he got like a macro hatch at some point. I would like to see more of that.
A lot of space down here, though, means the space is going to go down.
Yeah, good multi-pronging here by Distan. Even
Yeah,
though he
it's
didn't trade
nice.
that well at the top. But why are we not making workers? These Terrans, bro, they don't know it. They don't know the
Well,
power of making
They
workers.
should at least have used the cheap CC and make a bunch of orbitals, which he is starting to do.
No, he's an honorable player. He wouldn't abuse that, right? So, okay, 3 ultras are gonna come out. No upgrades yet for the ultras, though. At least I don't think I've seen
Does he
them.
have enough back home? It really feels like he doesn't.
Well, if they trade, this is always good for Terran.
I just feel like there aren't enough tanks and stuff back home.
But they never are. But it doesn't matter because eventually you like trade well enough with the mines and the random spawn that
I think
But
this
now
+3 will get cancelled. +3 weapons will finish, though.
yeah. Here the bigger problem is actually that Distan is hesitating in going back or forth.
Yeah.
So he's kind of trying to do both at the same time, which I don't think will work out. His attack does not look to be doing any damage, and his defense also is not defending.
Yeah.
I actually think he just dies. You have to, if you have the Terran here for any viewer, you send it.
You think
full-
base trade? Just
Yeah,
base
you
trade?
full send. You win every time.
Yeah, I think Distan's kind of collapsed here. WiseMan was already banking so much, is why I really liked him going across. Because, like, he was maxed and banking. It's like, just use your units so you can
7
make more.
ultras coming out will be the death.
Yeah, exactly.
knell.
I mean, 40 workers going down. He already didn't have enough. We already wanted him to
I
have
really
more.
like the way WiseMan played it. I think that was still like, even though I think the Terran should have base traded, that would have been really sketchy. I still think that with the way the game was setting up, going for it, especially if he had like a bit at home, like some ultras coming out, I think it's a smart play.
Yeah.
Not probably the correct one, quote unquote, but it's also level dependent. I think he managed to find the angle that he was looking for. Very nicely done by WiseMan here. I think this game is looking really rough for Distan. I don't want to do the. Should I do the caster thing when I pretend the game is? Oh my god, we can just micro a bit more. No. Okay, wait,
just micros, just micro.
just micro, bro.
Yeah. I will say WiseMan's floating a lot and has been for some time. He's
I've seen Maru win these
missing a lot of
games.
injects. Yeah, I think Maru could.
Yeah.
Yeah, is he here? Can we put him in?
Yeah. Can we switch out? Can we get Maru in? I mean, there's always a dream with Terran, right? Like, but this is where missing those SCV really is biting this one in the butt here, because if you add extra SCVs, if you were banking a bit, then the recovery process is much smoother. One of the reasons, by the way, why it's so strong to go into a base trade, because you have the mules plus a bit of banking. But now we're not in that position. We're trying to rebuild. We're not making workers. We're making some workers sometimes. I still think it's like very good for a while, like extremely good. But it's kind of darling. Good control on the Viper so far, honestly. It might be a bit of a F2, which we can see. But his creep is decent, which helps.
Yeah, not so good down here, but down here is where Distan
Yeah,
was
but
really
that was
pushing it back. So
Yeah, it was the push plus the fort, so it's always a bit weaker. But especially on getting the creep on the top side means that he doesn't, as long as he kind of plays around the bottom side, he's always in position. Doesn't suffer as much.
I think WiseMan might go for it, and there isn't a planetary here, so I think this might be
very nice with the Vipers. That is one of the plays that it's kind of high level. The parabombers.
Parabombing the
very
medevacs.
annoying for the Terran. Look, all of those medivac are now very low. He was forced to get away, and he just got the base for free. So really putting pressure on top of the.
So many ghosts have gone down, and they're so expensive. 9? That's crazy expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, this push, maybe we snipe a base, but like,
good
he's banking
counter-attack
5k
here.
already.
I mean, sniping base is still very good, even if your opponent is banking a lot. Because at this stage
I think
of
the
the
production
game,
is more annoying than anything else.
Yeah, the larva production, because you cannot stop injecting too at this point of the game. Since you're focusing on map control. And this is the place where, like, if you are not careful, if you don't have the macro rush, if you don't have the inject, you can run out of steam all of a sudden with 5k in the ban.
Yeah.
Now, is this what's gonna happen? Dear viewers, I do not think so, because WiseMan is gonna find the angle on the top base, and that was the last mining base for Distan. I mean, the natural.
The natural, technically, but yeah, not much left there.
Yeah.
I think we might lose another base here if these Hydras focus it.
Yeah, killing
definitely.
the CC is also pretty useful. Yeah, Distan here kinda setting up the next game, I think, maybe a bit of mental edge. But it will be really, really, really hard for him. to
Another
actually-
power bomb in the medivacs. 2 more go down. We were trying to snipe, but like, we need a lot of snipes to clear this up. You know, someone can
Yeah.
do the maths, but it's a lot.
It's more than they have. Let's put it this way.
Yeah. I mean, I think probably 12 ghosts, 14 ghosts going down so far.
It is very interesting that WiseMan here is like, you know, this against the odds or the stereotype. He's actually taking this kind of methodically.
Yeah,
It's not.
I
you
would
know,
say maybe a bit too slowly.
sure, but like pretty like cleanly. He's not doing, you know, the crazy. Oh, I'm gonna just
Yeah.
try to win the game no matter what. Which is commendable. It's really closing the windows of opportunity for Distan to come back. Yeah, he could have won a bunch of time ago, sure, but nothing wrong with, you know, taking.
Yeah. He's gonna win now
GG
anyway.
is gonna get called. Well done by WiseMan. And we see, you know, I don't want to call it an upset, but definitely not the game that we were expecting, right? Between these two.
Yeah, some and some. I think WiseMan's late game is not bad. Definitely not bad.
Is he one of those old school cheeser where they're like really good in the early game and really good in the late game, and anything in between they suck? It used to be the standard, so like Eric is like that.
Right. Yeah, I can believe that.
Yeah, or like Dark, where it's like, or Rogue, which is like, oh, either we are full sending it or we are camping to late game, and we are playing, you know, Infestos, Vipers. His control looked nice, so either control was good, and he was actively using them.
Mhm.
So not only
Yeah.
when he used them, it was good, and he was looking for opportunity and using them pretty consistently. So it wasn't even like a one-time thing. Like sometimes you do these Viper pushes. You play Lingbane Ravager or Lingbane Roach into Ultras. You do a 3 Viper push, but you just do that one push. Right? You're not
Yeah,
really
yeah,
looking
okay.
to use like extended trades. They're just kind of a way of breaking through tank lines.
Yeah. It's like more of an all-in than like a sustained kind of late game.
It's not really all in. Obviously, you still have a late game, but you know
It's a timing, whatever you want to call it.
yeah. No, but like I'm saying the spellcaster usage.
Yeah.
Is more inclined for a single push.
Yeah,
It's not,
yeah.
You know, it's not like something like an infestor where you make it and you kind of try to use it over and over and
Yeah,
over
yeah.
again. It's a very specific type of usage.
Yeah.
While this was actually just trading, it was like you know, economical usage of the Viper. I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Rorschach for game number 2.
Terran favorite map. Know how he went through the veto?
I don't know much about the vetoes at all, to be honest.
Well, it's a good map for Terran. In the bottom right corner, playing for Red Dragon, we have the blue Terran. Distan. I forgot the word blue.
Got
Can you
all of
believe
it right that time, just barely. Well done. Spawning in the bottom left, playing in the red for the Red Dragons. Up 1-0, it's WiseMan.
The craziest part is that in Italian, blue is blue. So it was like truly,
Oh, that was
truly a brain lag moment.
Very
Oh, okay. This one going for the depot. Yeah.
as opposed to pulling all of his workers and just
Second Code was telling me you can like maybe skip
not
the
make a
first
depot?
depot.
go
I think that was complete cap. I think,
13 CC.
I think he meant the second depot you can skip, not the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
one.
I'm not sure we're cooking that one.
yeah. I know Coco is kind of a mad scientist, but I don't even think he's that.
Not that
insane.
mad.
Okay, are we gonna see pull first from WiseMan?
What would you go, like 16 pool?
I think Ling pool. Sorry, pool gas is fine. You can't play like gas pool is also fine. You can still play. Basically, you can still play the equivalent of 17, 17, 18.
Yeah.
But you go pull first now. The
Right.
reasons are kind of technical. It's complicated. I'm not gonna go into a 3-hour explanation why the math works out. But now you actually switch them around slightly,
Okay.
unless you're playing Ling Bin or Lin specifically.
Yeah.
But if you're just playing like the link, speed, timings, and stuff like that, you actually want to go for the faster pull. One of the easier reasons to explain is that you want a fast queen for Reapers.
Right.
So we did actually see this. I think it was 15 gas, 14 pull. If I did so
I
correctly.
think it was 16, 15, but yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Okay, well, I missaw it then. I'll do the printf thing where at the end of the game I look
Yeah,
at
put it in the spreadsheet.
No, I look at the build order tab in game.
Yeah.
Always shows everything one
back,
below, yeah. So I will be right. That's how it works.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Playing the long con, I see.
You know that printf calls it 11 pool. It used to call it 11 pool
Printf
because
does a lot.
that's what it said on the thing. It said 11 pool
I
on the
had him-
official Starcraft API.
I had him on my team on Fatty Fight, and it didn't do that well. It's disappointing.
No, I
We
disagree.
didn't
He
win
was
that much.
cooking. He was cooking.
didn't win
bro.
that much.
Bona was also cooking.
He didn't win that much. Sebezda's.
I think it was a
scary.
you problem personally.
Sabines is scary, bro. I don't.
Look, all I'm saying is that Printf is Grandmaster and he's known for his good micro, and
And fatty fight control.
you're neither of those things.
That's so true.
Anyway, we are finally gonna see the first interaction of the game. 3 minutes in, weather and catering still nice. The Reaper is gonna go across scout. You know, these are just suspiciously late, so Distan knows that something is up. Now I like what he's doing. I like staying in with the Reaper. I would have liked it more if he actually had a second unit. Which I didn't.
Yeah. Well, you made a marine and then went straight.
Oh yeah, so then this is good. But what he should have done is just you pull a bunch of SCVs.
Yeah, for sure. I think he still needs to, otherwise
Yeah.
this is gonna get.
And
cancelled.
you can keep the Reaper across. The damage that you do is very annoying. It's kind of hard though. You have to macro both sides.
Yeah.
So maybe a bit.
He actually didn't get any kills with the Reaper.
Yeah, if he wasn't feeling confident, I think he should have just gone back. I think the high level player is to stay in, but that's a bunch of asterisks.
Oh,
And now the
speed
speed is
down.
gonna be done. Kind of fortunate timing. He's gonna snipe that Reaper. And that Marine also goes down. And now all of a sudden, Distan finds himself in a very awkward spot, especially because I think WiseMan intends to macro behind this.
Yeah, I think you might be right, and I think this is gonna need to be cancelled, unfortunately.
Yeah, I guess
Which
the 3
means
SCVs too.
We spent a lot, we spent a lot of SCVs and even attacking units to try and defend this. It didn't really work.
Yeah, 7 workers immediately fired up for WiseMan. He knows now that this game is looking pretty good for him. Staying in gas is an interesting choice. Here, or rebooting it.
Yeah, you would think then Bane behind.
I think Mutas. I think Fast Layer is the only thing
Okay,
that
yeah,
makes
it could
sense.
be. So we'll
Sure.
see how that goes.
Yeah.
Banshee for Distan. I like the Banshee because you're hoping that when you go across, there's less queens because of the
It's
opening.
also good defensively, right? Like
Mhm,
if
yeah, that's
if
true.
WiseMan goes for the double up with Banes or Roaches or something, becomes really really awkward because the Banshee kind of cleans up the banings. So, but if this is as I think Mutas, it's really 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 awkward. Yes, the first 100 gas. Is he gonna use it? Don't tell me he makes two evos.
2 main nests.
2 evos. I'm gonna scream. Please not 2 evos. That's not a thing. Even 1 evo earlier and +1 carapace is the mix. Le mix.
Oh yeah, of course.
But 2 evo here is fully trolling. Surely he's forgetting about it, right? No way.
Few links going down to the Hellions on the front. A lot more drones coming through.
Yeah,
for
one of the
WiseMan.
problems with the current way of playing this kind of build, since you were asking about gas pull or pull gas,
Mhm.
is that you end up with very few queens.
Yeah,
They're so expensive. And of course, the links do a good job if they dive, but in terms of being a rush and stuff, you cannot
yeah.
get pulled apart,
And they
especially once the Banshee hits.
Stop the creep from spreading so far. If he was to spread this here and the Hellions come by,
Yeah,
it's really annoying.
it is double Evo. Oh my god. And layer at the same time.
Yeah, why not?
No, why? Someone tell WiseMan that. Someone needs to tell him. Someone needs to, preferably after he plays against me.
Do you think this is mech? It's a lot of Hellions.
There's
There's no second racks yet.
I don't think you can tell so far.
It's a lot of Hellions.
Like a lot of Aliens is not necessarily mech, because sometimes you just go for the full send it play. I think it's valid, especially if you feel like you're behind. This can really surprise. It could be mech, obviously.
I don't know
It is
Distan
mech,
as a
you
mech
are
player.
right.
Yeah. I don't know that he is, but maybe after playing Bio the last game, you're like, okay, let's do something different.
I mean, when you are in this position, I think going for the extra Hellions is a legitimate play.
Yeah.
Just trying
This
to
to
full
me
send
was
it,
just too many. I think 12 Hellions.
Okay,
when
12 is a
done.
bit too many.
12 is a lot.
In my defense, I did say it a bit earlier than 12. He had 10 or 8, which is fine still. Okay, yeah, this is a very awkward position all of a sudden here for WiseMan. There is a spore at the third. He does have a layer, so he could potentially make an overseer for those benches that are very pesky.
Yeah, they are going to be really annoying until the
Yeah.
energy runs out.
I actually think here, Distan can run in and win the game on the spot.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean, this
not
is
even
completely
trolling.
open.
Those benches here create a lot of space. I don't know why it's not
These
feeling
Hellions need to
confident.
go, yeah.
Yeah, these aliens can just run in. It's a complete disaster.
Because once they get in the mineral line, even when the Lings come, they'll just
Yeah,
you could ward
go
them
for the
out.
mina, you go in the main, you can do so much damage. Especially because you don't fear a counter-attack at all. You have more aliens at home, so it's not like you can counter-attack at all. I really, really don't like the way Distan is playing this. Luckily for him, you know, WiseMan for the longest time did stop making workers, kind of feeling unsafe here.
Whoa!
There's
Don't like that.
no way you want to morph them. Morphs at a very bad timing, gets immediately surrounded. There are some beings. Decent trade-ish. Get all of the queens. That's really good because the banshees
Yeah.
are alive, and he's going for that banshee speed. But WiseMan actually, I don't know if you heard me before, because I was telling this to Delta Boxer, actually.
Mhm.
I was saying, because he was saying, oh yeah, against this it's kind of hard, because this one is a player that really likes this Hellbat and Banshee. I tell you, if you struggle against that, WiseMan was also next to him. You can get an extra spore.
Yeah, for sure.
The extra spore really helps in this kind of position. So
This one was actually this one, and then he moved it and then remade this one.
I mean, you can do it with whatever way you prefer.
yeah.
It's like
But I agree with you. I like to make it in advance. I either put it like here so that it's stopping the transfer, or
Yeah.
over here because sometimes they play around and like harass the edge
yeah,
of the
I
mineral.
have done both.
So you can put it
Both
in
are
kind
valid.
of awkward spots. It makes it a little bit harder for the Terran to play around.
I think it's well at the decent like at higher level it comes a lot against like the player that you're playing. If you're playing against someone who's very likely to do an all-in or something like that, then I think in front is better. But
This could
we
be
have
good.
to be
The
careful
blue
here.
flame.
Yeah, Distan
I
gets
don't
on
like
top of
walking on top and shooting the spore. This is crazy.
I mean, I think he will get away with it because
I
think
don't.
Oh!
Yeah.
He did not do one last attack. He would
One
have
attack,
gotten it.
but he like over micro. But I don't know why he was hitting the spore. I guess there's less attack prior on the.
that was so
veins.
unfortunate.
But both players kind of floating. Wiseman actually floating 2k behind all of this.
Yeah, this time
Roger's on the way.
stealthily went from being 20 workers behind to being 4 workers ahead.
Yeah.
So he's actually been macroing behind this. And WiseMan, once again, he finds himself in a position where it's kind of like awkward spot.
So many hatches.
Yeah, he has the
Yeah.
better upgrades, but as we famously know, +2 armor against mech,
Yeah.
not that
Really
good.
good.
Not
Well,
that
I don't
good.
know. Maybe Mixu says it's free win. I don't know.
Yeah,
Might
the
be tech.
+2
Might be
warmost.
tech.
The +2 armor is warmost.
I
Yeah,
mean, Wiseman seems to be really struggling against the harass, so I think Distan committing to that is a really good idea. He is going to see the roaches, so obviously this is not the
Yeah.
play.
I think now it's like gonna be significantly worse for Distan to do anything. He had a lot of opportunities, to be fair.
Now he is obviously going to get into the tanks. Maybe
Yeah.
Cyclones as well would be cool to see, so that he can stay kind of active.
No, I like the tanks. If you see roaches like this and you went for so long on the Hellions and the
Mhm.
benches, you kind of need to be careful on the transition.
Yeah.
Especially like, I mean, you cannot know that the WiseMan has been fronting so much, right?
Yeah.
If you think your opponent is ahead of you here, you're really scared for like a roach hydra push or something.
Mhm.
And the Cyclones just die to that because they
Right,
need
right.
critical mass. So I don't mind him going for tanks. I think it's a fine call. It makes sense.
I would like more Banshees as well, though. I feel like we
That I
didn't
agree
necessarily
on.
got all of the value that we could have out of the
I
Banshees.
think yeah, that was like the other thing. I think especially if you fear the Olino, if you're going mass tanks, go Banshee too. Really annoying. They force those hydras out. Those hydras
yeah.
not that good against tanks.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, but Wiseman seems content to just go for the hive here. Just go for the late game. He's floating a lot here.
Yeah. And the creep this game has been really, really bad. I mean, we know why. Like, it's because the Hellions have been super annoying the whole time, but
Yeah, I
it
mean,
is going to have a big impact as the game goes on.
this is what we are talking about, right? Lack of queens. When you're relying on the links to defend, the creep becomes much worse.
Mhm.
You just don't have that front line to protect the creep too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's also like I'm noticing here, Wiseman struggles a bit with the overall positioning. It's a bit too close to the base.
Yeah.
So he has
You'd
not.
want these,
Well,
like...
these are fine. This one is actually the more fine one. Here is like completely missing, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is one of the reasons. Like, if you are at home here and you are struggling against this kind of play, one of the biggest advantages that you can have as a Zerg is to kind of have this circle of vision around your base. Makes it much easier to defend. Wiseman is banking a lot of money. Supply has not increased in the past 2 minutes.
How many Overlords is a Laser Lord?
Anything above like 6.
So 13 would count?
Yeah. Yeah, that supply block was grim. He got maxed basically. He went from 120 to 100 straight up. 5 Vipers. Okay, he has very little gas. So this is not a good play, in my opinion.
Yeah, that was all of his gas.
Yeah,
so
the
now he has to
Vipers,
make Lings.
the Vipers themselves are fine, but they are contextual, and this is not the right context. You just don't have the economy. Maybe a couple, maybe 1 or 2, 5 of them. You are sacrificing so much value on your army. Now I think we're gonna get to see a real late game, because here, like, I don't think Wiseman has a realistic chance to push anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't really
Even with these
see it.
Vipers.
Like, here is really well covered. maybe through the top. You know, you'd think Distan would go here. I guess here next, probably.
Wait, does Distan not have a planetary at his fort?
No, orbital.
Why?
Greed, bro. Greed.
This is not. I mean, what?
This one will be a planetary, and that's quite
Surely.
a nice.
Yeah, but like if
position.
you're Terran, you can even make extra bases just to make planetaries.
Yeah, for
They're
sure.
not that expensive.
I mean, he's floating 2k, so yeah, definitely.
Yeah. There's just like those kind of things that is like the Sim City plus the planetaries make units go crazy because they have same amount of priority, so it becomes really hard. It's going for. Oh, sorry. It's going for Thor. Now it is kind of funny to me. Fun fact. Just the same way going a carapace against mech is kind of bad.
Yeah.
If you're the mech player, very often, I mean, obviously you get both upgrades. But if you are delaying them, or if you're staggering them,
Yeah.
you actually want the armor
Mhm.
as your major upgrades. Reason being that, you know, your units do a lot of damage anyway.
Yeah,
so
like one
most-
more damage.
Yeah,
is
and
not
some
a
mech
huge
units,
chance.
like, you know, the Banshee don't get upgrades for damage because they
Yeah.
have a separate upgrade. The Cyclones don't actually get upgraded for damage because
It's a spell.
it's a spell.
Right.
So it's a fixed damage, doesn't get affected by upgrades. At least not in this patch. There was once upon a time a forbidden patch. So instead the Carapace is good on everything, and it's actually good on the air units too.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
But he
to me.
has stopped
2 leaves is so fun.
after 1-1. The double lib, when it is going to get cleaned up, there's Spore here, but it's going to take a while. I think losing the Banshee here is fine. Oh, except now he doesn't have vision, right?
No, I mean he doesn't have vision of the like biggest patch,
one.
like
Yeah.
the very edge. But
But yeah, losing the Banshee is fine. It's like
I think
it
if you
was
split
only
the libs, you would have been better.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
if you're
yeah,
doing
like-
this, you have to control. Like if you're
yeah.
doing double lib on one base, then you have to pay so much attention. It's using this opportunity to actually buy space on the map.
Yeah, I really like that. Although
That's
I think libs with this army would be way better. Makes it way
Mm,
stronger.
I think it's fine. Like 2 libs is not that big of a deal, especially like.
Yeah, I don't mean
WiseMan
those
has-
two. I mean like 5
More
more.
meat. Yeah. Yeah, but like, you know, there are a lot of Vipers
Ooh, a
already.
little
there
bit of
are
a
lot of-
miscontrol. And again,
Yeah, I think
It's
there was a
treating really
ghost there trying
badly.
to EMP.
yeah,
But the miscontrol there was really rough
that's an
here.
incredible fight for WiseMan, honestly.
Yeah. So here the problem is that no back to front. There was nothing to tank. We actually won some Elbats even against Rothschild.
Yeah.
The EMP missed. And the tank spread was good, but the units were all kind of stuck. They didn't have vision. It was kind of awkward.
Yeah.
I
for
did not
sure.
expect it to go that well for WiseMan. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, that was really nice.
That is the kind of thing that the mech player will tell you. Oh, actually, mech is so bad.
Yeah, I can never move out.
I can never move out.
Yeah.
Okay.
But really, I
here.
think you can't move out into.
You know, I
into
talked
this
shit
army.
about these Vipers, but yes, you know, they did cost a lot of gas, but boy, were they worth it. Excellent usage of the Vipers from WiseMan once again. And he's gonna be looking to push here. There is a planetary which creates a choke, but there is no splash damage from Distan left. All of the
Yeah.
tanks have died.
I think he might just
Yeah, maybe
might
it's
sort of
hooked,
flop here. I needed to like kind of camp and sit further back because now like you say, he's lost all of his.
Yeah, also went for more Taurs because of the Ultra, but that's actually, in my opinion, they're bad.
I think
very
we
bad
just
call,
wanted the
though.
ghost against the ultras probably.
Yeah. I think if you're going Ghost here, yeah.
Damn.
And the GG gets called here. Another victory for WiseMan. It's an interesting game. It was
Yeah,
very
yeah.
ahead early on.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Then the. Okay.
Apparently, we're getting a winners interview.
Yeah.
I'll let you do that.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I'm
But while we wait, what do you think of my glasses?
they're terrible.
No,
why are you
what?
wearing glasses?
There's this sponsor.
We have sponsors? Never mind. They are beautiful. You should have told me before asking for my opinion.
No, you're just meant to say what you actually think, and what you actually think is they're really cool.
They're really cool. They're amazing. The problem is that you could have had the coolest thing ever, and because you would always say that it's
Yeah,
terrible.
exactly. Well,
So-
it's a bit that we planned before the broadcast for you to say that. So there you go. That's a 2-0 for WiseMan. Honestly, I mean, we can check the profiles. 4-5, 4-5. They're literally 10 MMR from each other at the moment.
Yeah, but Zerg is OP. So
On this patch, Zerg's OP.
I think I'm surprised actually. Like, you know, Distan did not seem comfortable going for the early
Yeah.
CCs. WiseMan seemed very comfortable not cheesing.
Yeah.
Isn't that WiseMan who just
Did he just leave? Okay.
walked past us? Or am I
Okay,
crazy?
cool.
I could have sworn that was him. So-
yeah.
Wasn't Bola supposed to get him?
I don't know what's going on. Is that him there?
Oh
There
no,
he is,
he
there he
is.
is.
Okay, no.
You can talk to him. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, you don't need that. We do. Come here. We're doing the interview, the winner interview. There was someone who looked like you
Hey.
actually just walking past us. Like,
Okay.
didn't bother call him. So we have a couple of questions. As
Okay.
their fellow aggressive, their player. We noticed that the size with lack of aggression. You know, I've been told, oh, this guy is so cheesy, he's gonna do like some crazy stuff.
I mean, I'm waiting for you to figure out what the crazy stuff is meant to be on this patch.
There is none. That is my opinion. So, then that was the real surprise. The kids will say glazed you really, really hard. You know what that means?
Yes.
Yeah. Your Viper control.
That's probably the thing I'm most confident in my late
Yeah,
game.
that was really, really good. And I did not give you. I had zero expectation. I was like, I don't know what's going Vipers here.
Yeah. I can't do Infestors, but I can do Vipers.
Can he control them? And then he could. And that was like really excellent, especially. So in the second game, okay, let's get to specific questions, okay? You started off really, really strong. I like the build. I like the idea. And then I've noticed it in both games. You just stop droning at 40. You just blank out, head empty. What's going on here?
I'm really just terrified of Distan. Like, Distan's a really strong player, and he's usually very aggressive. And we have a bit of a history, and generally I come out on top in the late games.
Okay.
And we both know that, so I'm usually expecting aggression from him. And to be honest, the second game I went pool first with gas more because I thought he might try something a bit cheesy.
Well, then that
and it worked out. Yeah, it worked out very well.
I mean, that is one of the builds that I was telling Art is actually like, I won't say strong, it's still weaker than before, but it's still on the viable playability. Because it's really hard, you know, as the Terran, you're always terrified, especially if you have a certain reputation. But I did get a feeling you were gunning for the late game, which was, you know, unexpected, since I've been told once again, you know, he's the aggressive guys. I was like, oh, he's gonna lean or something. He said, no, straight to late game with good Viper control. So congratulations on that. The only other thing I was kind of curious about is what's going on with your usage of the gas? Okay, so like someone did not get the meme. Okay, so you're supposed to drone 3 bases before you get extra gases, and the gas usage should be in defensive stuff like a Bane Nest, a Roach Warren, a Lair, and then upgrades. But you were really scared, but also like you were going +1/+1 before anything else, which is, you know, gamble.
I don't know. I like my upgrades. The Terran never really expect you to be ahead on upgrades when they push into you, so it works out well a lot of the time. Gets me killed a lot of the time as well, but...
Yeah, no, but I was more of so asking, because, you know, like there was certain play, for example, in the second game, I noticed the extra spore in front. I don't know if you had a certain conversation between me and Mark, or if that was just an idea you had the same. Because I was telling you against this, and you can probably do that. I think it's pretty good.
I was just terrified. Like, I was trying to survive, and Distan's Banshee controls a lot better than my Queen control, so I was just trying to...
I was kind of worried there. And that spore really ended up playing well into you, especially once he had the second... the Hellbat attack.
That was a very unfortunate Hellbat attack. It was inches away from basically ending the game.
I actually thought you were going to die there. Because if you over micro, if you just full sense it, I think you died there.
Yeah.
So I was a bit worried there, but then I'm playing fun. So you would say that you prepare specifically. You kind of knew your opponent, you play to your strength and his weakness. Would you say that's accurate?
Yeah, I'd say so. I think I played a lot of what my game is, which is just getting to maybe 2.5 base and then getting terrified and trying to build a massive army to earn
and
going
then
any further from that.
96 worker hive afterwards. That was the thing. I was like, okay, this guy is spicy. He goes like all over the place. I never could predict the next move. I mean, I think, you know, is there something about the games that you like, a cool player that you liked?
In that game, in those couple of games,
No.
I think I think they were fairly typical of the games I play with Distan, and he was pulling me apart a lot in game 1, trying to stay in the game, and I was struggling with that.
I heard the rumors, I heard the conjectures that you're a bit of a F2 abuser.
Massive F2 abuser.
Yeah.
Yep. We can give
All
Hart
right,
back
we're
his
gonna
chair.
Okay, tag team here. Thanks for
Yeah,
being with you.
no problem.
Congratulations on your wins. Maybe I should really have taken the other chair. Would have
It's
made
so
it a
good.
lot of
But then you'd have to spectate, and I don't think you can. Anyway, I'm back just to say thank you for
Yeah.
Get
Thanks
the-
to the
get the-
sponsors. Really cool glasses once again.
They're called XP Pro. Do you want to say that?
XP Pro, best glasses on the market. Just
They're
not
good,
on
they're
this guy.
good.
But the problem is they got you to wear them. That's like
Yeah.
usually they get good.
They can't
looking
afford
models,
someone attractive. Yeah, so let's start with me. Overclockers, Republic of Gamers, and of course this is EPIC48 with Intel. So don't go anywhere. We are literally taking like a 2-minute break, and then we're back with ready. PVT. Can you believe it?
In this patch, in this
In
economy,
this country, that's crazy. Yeah, there'll be more ZVZ
Stay
later,
tuned.
tomorrow, the day after that. But for now, it's PVT. Molten and Dane are going to be casting that one. It's Brahmaria versus is Raza. Raza's here.
yeah, I have seen him.
There we go.
We have met.
You've met?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. He didn't attack you.
Anyway,
Don't go
we're
anywhere.
back.
It's a really short break. I actually promised you something. We always say it's a short break, but this one actually is a short break.
Yeah, this
Don't
one
go
we
anywhere.
promised.
We'll be back well quick, and then more games after that. Be there.